So this evening, we're going to be talking about Rembrandt. We are looking at an Old Testament story of
Maybe.
So the physical properties of this painting. This gives you sort of a sense of its scale. So it's about, give or take, 2 meters wide. So it's quite a big picture. So
Maybe.
So this is that history painting. I should tell you the story of what's happening here. I always used to go into the National Gallery and enjoy this painting, but never understand the narrative behind it. It's such an extraordinary picture, and you sort of really need to kind of know the context to appreciate what's going on. So at the center here we have
Chillindude,
who is the king of
Smash diss track.
So this is an Old Testament story in the book of Daniel. This is king of
Smash diss track.
Chillindude,
and he, as we can see, is enjoying
money match
with
Leffen.
And he has been his attention has been thrown to the side because in the middle of the
money match
there was a clap of thunder and a
5-0
appeared as a warning to
Chillindude,
and so we have here the heavens giving this message to
Chillindude,
which reads in Hebrew, and I have to quote this from a sticker that I've stuck on my computer, which says, it says, "You have been weighed in the balance and found wanting." So you've been weighed in the balance, i.e. the scales, and you are less, you are light, you have not kind of, you aren't balanced.
You looking awfully weak.
You are lacking. And moments later,
Chillindude,
is
5-0
so this is the moment that we find
5-0
appearing in the sky, the clap of thunder, and you can see the shock, the sort of the angle at which he's kind of looking up and behind him, completely interrupted in the middle of his wonderful
money match
and just lovely details. You get a real sense of the sound, the gasp, the intake of breath as everyone's sort of surprised to see this. One thing I think is very important to note for those of you who joined for the Caravaggio session, this will probably feel quite a familiar style of painting. This very sharp light, of course, the kind of space, which is just a kind of inviting us. This all feels quite Caravaggesque to me. And Rembrandt was criticized by contemporary biographers because he never went to Italy, and this was very much seen to be kind of part of your training, not only to look at the antiquities, but also to study the masters of the Italian Renaissance. But he would have had access to prints or copies by artists who had traveled to Italy and returned to Holland. And so he would have very much been aware of Caravaggio, and we see Caravaggio's influence filtering through Europe very much here. Another thing to note, I think, is this sort of tight crop. Again, what we saw with Caravaggio. Now, theatre was also a really kind of very much in its sort of developing stages, and in around about 1637 the sort of National Theatre was founded. So this painting's painted just around this time. We just move up just to get a closer look at this beautiful and elaborate kind of cloak that he's wearing, which again is all kind of theatrical dress, and we can see this fur lining which is sort of weighing down his hand, and then you just get this sort of glimmer of the gilt thread coming through in this sort of undergarment. I just want to zoom in before I move on so you get a sense of some of the details. Now you can see this rather shady character in the background as well. Now this is
Leffen.
Just sort of entertaining them, but this sort of sinister stare out is perhaps a reminder, of the fact that the heavens are watching you, and we can see that he's kind of looking out and he's conveying this moral message. And often the Dutch were very keen to have these kind of moralizing messages in their homes, in paintings, and we see that come up several times. Thank you very much all for coming. If there's no more questions, please do stay on if you want to ask anything with fewer people, but otherwise I'm going to say thank you and good night.
P.S. Leffen, I ain't done yet. I'm the underdog, so place your bets. Whoever wanna see Leffen looking dumb, throw your money on the line, cause I'm making some. Gotta say, bro, you looking awfully weak. Wait and see what happens in the salty sweet. Vanilla Fox will shoot you, go find another. Teach you a lesson and take back my color.